Finland, where simple traditional cooking reigns, where salt and butter are still considered exotic seasonings, and where Finns still hunt, catch, and raise a lot of their food. Like this animal, prized for its meat and organs.
Is the reindeer tongue?
Others hunt and eat bear, or treat them like royalty.
He says he's angry you always give him frozen plums. He says, why can't he have more bacon?
A country where blood still shows up on school cafeteria menus.
In Finland, these brownies, they're made with cow's blood.
Where Michelin-starred chefs serve you the same moss that the reindeer eat and aren't afraid to experiment even with the most dangerous of ingredients.
Tastes great. Bad news, it might kill you.
I'm Andrew Zimmern, and this is Bizarre Foods. It happens suddenly, right in front of you. A fascinating friend, an amazing meal. And before you know it, you're alive in a way you never imagined. I live for those moments, pursuing the exotic and unfamiliar, especially when it comes to the food. If it looks good, I eat it. Finland. In summer, land of the midnight sun. And in winter, well, much less of it. With lakes formed by prehistoric glaciers, primeval forests everywhere, reindeer and brown bears roaming wild, and welcoming, hardworking people. It's the 8th largest country in Europe, the most sparsely populated, and technologically ahead of the curve. Sandwiched between Russia and Sweden, a quarter of Finland's territory is north of the Arctic Circle. So they're adept at cooking a small range of foods for hearty meals to get through the long winters. But in summer, the Finnish tables are groaning with local foodstuffs. These folks know how to make the most of it, including renowned chefs who rely on the local native ingredients, turning them into what they call the new Nordic cuisine, the coolest food trend on the modern culinary landscape. I want to see the new Nordic foods and taste the best of the traditional Finnish cuisine that inspired it. This is Oulu, a picturesque port city in the middle of Finland's west coast, where the Sokari Jussi restaurant serves up old-fashioned resupotu, a soup made with potatoes, onions, bacon, and big chunks of a food that Finns grew up eating as kids, blood cake.
Just enough of that sort of like old Band-Aid taste to let you know you're eating blood.
We had to eat it at the school, you know.
Really?
Yes, and we hated it. We all hated it. But so now we love it.
And what's not to love? Especially when you see where the blood comes from. This tidy little factory outside of town where you'll find all the makings for a Finnish horror movie. There's Tapio and Vesa, and huge vats of blood. Viscous, hemoglobinous, cow's blood. Who's hungry?
Every school kid will tell you that the best snack in the whole world is a fresh brownie, hot, straight from the oven. Well, in Finland, these brownies, they're made with cow's blood.
You're looking at a Finnish school kid's worst nightmare. Livery, irony, blood pudding. Decades ago, some twisted government official decided this was the perfect health food for the children of northern Finland. Here at the Tuota factory, they make nearly 500 pounds of this stuff a week.
Need some help with that?
No.
Okay. Oh.
Making blood pudding is like making a huge sheet of delicious chocolate brownies. Instead of butter, you use rendered pig's fat. And instead of chocolate, you use blood. Hundreds of gallons of cow's blood from a local meatpacking plant.
These guys are so wild and crazy, and the mood here is so light and fun-filled.
Tapio Helinen and Vesa Kontiokari have worked together here for 10 years.
So you guys are so close, you don't really even need to talk to each other. You just know what the other guy is doing.
This is a routine.
Yeah.
Blood pudding is served about once a month in schools in northern Finland these days. It's rich in iron and protein and gives kids a taste of what their parents suffered through in the cafeteria lunch line.
What's the secret to a great blood pudding?